Merry Christmas, happy holidays, all that. What's up? We got a bit of an audience today. This is my brother. He's been in a few videos. Say what's up.
Yeah.
There is no face cam. There is no Brian. If you're wondering about it, the file kind of corrupted a bit, aka it didn't record after that moment. So it's just gonna be me, Brian, opening these packs as I just ramble on about my life for a bit, and just some overall shower thoughts as we defile James Woods over here. Now, I want to start this off by saying I kind of disappeared for about 8 months. About that, I moved to California, like I said I was going to do at the beginning of this year, this current year. Well, this video is going out in 2026, so at the beginning of last year, and the reason for that was because I didn't like living in Washington as much, and I really liked living in California when I was come here for the summer. And in doing so, I quit my job in Washington, and I didn't have one lined up in California. So finding one I thought was going to be a breeze. I have a lot of job experience. I can do a lot of things, and nobody really was hiring, and nobody really wanted me. Luckily, I was able to find a job. With that being said, I want to do more on YouTube in 2026. I want to do gaming videos. I want to talk about baseball, open more packs. I also want to do more UFC stuff rather than just reactions. I want to talk about it, you know. And as look at this, we pull this really gorgeous Ballesteros. That butchered that name. I'm sorry, my man. But anyway, yeah, I want to do more on YouTube. The goal, I think, personally, I'm setting for myself is 100 videos, with this being one. So hello, hi. I want to do 100 videos. It's outlandish. I don't even think I've done 50 videos total, but that's the goal. You know, gaming videos. I want to talk about UFC more. I want to talk about baseball, and I just want to do more. And I'm not gonna include uploading shorts because I also plan to do that. You know, I want to do a lot more with this channel, and I want to do a lot more. So expect more in the future. That's enough about me and my current situation and plans of moving forward with this channel. But let's talk about baseball real quickly, because the Athletics, the Marlins, the White Sox, they're all spending money this free agency, which is a rarity in, you know, life. So I want to talk about it for a second because I have a bit of a conspiracy theory. I'm going to put on the tinfoil condom for a second and talk ball. I think what's going on is not we're not going to spend money and make the Dodgers, Yankees, Mets spend all the money and then have this lockout and get our salary cap. Because if they get a salary cap / floor, they have to open up the pocketbooks. They have to show the people what they're truly making, how much the Pirates are making, how much the Marlins are making. You know, the Pirates did try to spend money, right? They have to show the people what they're making. And I think they don't want to do that. Cheap owners are going to look even cheaper. You know what I mean? Because if the Pirates are out here making $1 billion a year on ticket sales and merchandising and all this shit and sponsorships, but they're spending eight fucking pennies on their goddamn salary, it's going to look really bad for Bob Nutting, is it not? I mean, it already does look bad. You've signed fucking one multi-year contract over the past 15 years. It already looks terrible for you. So that's what I think is going on in the Major League Baseball market right now, and that's my take. If you have any other theories on why these teams are spending money besides, I don't know, they want to get better, come on, you're better than that. You know you're better than that. Another thing I wanted to talk about is ideas, and that's a really broad statement, but what I mean by that is I've had a few video ideas because I did try to make videos during the 8 months I was absent, but they were either really ambitious and like hour-long videos, or just not gonna happen. Like a couple of like for example, I started to watch, rank, and review every George Lopez episode. Got about like 17 episodes in. The video was like 10 minutes long or some shit. I don't know. I deleted it already, but I was like, that was like grueling. And same thing, I wanted to do it with Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like these are just some shows. Like George Lopez show, I had watched like a couple episodes, like, and wanted to start watching the series, and then I was like, might as well make a video out of it. And Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a series that I've watched, you know, for years now. Like I've watched it many many times, and I just think it's hilarious and could make just for good content. Other videos, I did open a box of the Topps Chrome, like the PCA ones. Just a shit video. Like I didn't really talk. I didn't pull anything good. You know, just it's really not fun. Maybe I'll revisit the George Lopez and Brooklyn Nine-Nine shit because I do want to do the videos. They sound kind of fun. Another thing I want to try to start is I don't know if you guys know, but the MLB Hall of Pretty Good like Instagram, it's just great stuff. Honestly, like they do really good things over there, and the recognition they give to players that aren't quite the best in the household names, but you know that baseball fans know, they give those guys the recognition and that they deserve. You know, and I want to do that, but with UFC. Because a lot of these guys, not everybody that joins the UFC or fights in the UFC, you know, wins a championship. Not every guy that makes the rankings makes the championship, you know, or, you know, makes the Hall of Fame, you know. And I want to give those guys their flowers. I want to start doing that. So let me know your thoughts. So not going to lie, at this part of the video, I kind of had a whole fucking ramble about New Year's resolutions. Because I had nothing else I wanted to say or like any other ideas I wanted to kind of throw out into the air. And then I had another one. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a movie called It or a novel called It or a show called It, Welcome to Derry. But I've kind of been immersed into it pretty largely recently with the show coming out. And I was hyped about the show back in October. I rewatched the movies and then I started to watch the show and it was bamboozling me because I knew a bit of the source material. And I was kind of getting upset over some of the decisions made. And I'm one of the only persons in my friend group that was watching the show. And I was kind of trying to explain it to some people that didn't know the source material or watch the show in general. And I realized how like stupid I sounded. And I'm like, hey, I want you guys to watch this video with me for a video. I think that would be class. But I'm going to take your attention back to the table because look at this. We're going to pull our autograph here and it's an Angels player and it's red, the color match. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? I see an A. Is that Joe Adell? Who the fuck is that character? What is that? What is that? Anyway, that pull right there was the reason why I wasn't going to upload this video and kind of just scrap it. And then on top of that, the face cam corrupted. So I was really pissed off and was about to delete everything. But then I realized, hey, let's just upload it and I can ramble on. And we can start the new year off with a video that is very dog shit. So, yeah, with that being said, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and roll credits.
Bottles in the club.